39-25, and they lead at the half, 66-56. Ryan, in Sacktown, Grant Napier on if you don't like that. Kind of a sluggish start to this game, but the Kings got it going.
Yeah, they're playing with their food a little bit. And
Yep.
credit to the Wizards, though. They've got some bounce to their step, being that they're on a back-to-back. But you know what? Good first half, all in all.
Fox with 16. How about Sabonis in that half with 20 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists? Pretty amazing what he did. An outstanding first half. Only 6 for Barnes, double figures for Murray with 10, and you had Kevin Huerter with 5.
Decent balance for the Kings, not much off the bench, but the key to this game is right there with Sabonis inside. There's nobody that can guard him, so keep feeding the big dog.
Yeah, and Jerry Reynolds now joins us. And Jerry, good to have you on. You know, another thing about the Kings after that slow start, they did a really good job at taking care of the basketball in that first half. Only 3 turnovers and 4 assists, and that's going to win you a lot of games regardless of who you're playing.
Yeah, well, it was a case where I thought it came out a little bit lackadaisical,
Yeah.
in other words, and of course, a team like Washington, they're making some easy shots and they get in there. But I thought, as you pointed out, I thought the defense tightened up, especially with the steals. The Kings got about 3 breakaway dunks on steals. And as Ryan pointed out, Domas has been just terrific. I thought he and, it was a case of the Fox and the Ox there just taking over the game there, late in that second quarter. And so we'll see. But Kings can have a nice, fun second half if they jump out on them that first 5-6 minutes here, I think.
And Ryan, that was a first half where Mike Brown didn't really need the bench. The bench only contributed, with 2 guys scoring, Monk with 6 and Vezenkov with 3. So it was really the starters in that first 24 minutes.
Yeah, in the second quarter, besides Sabonis, Fox, he comes to life. He had a slow first quarter. So you would expect all the things are there for the Kings. The signals are pointing to getting a big win here tonight.
All right. Again, I don't see how the Kings lose this game against this team with only 4 wins, a couple of guys not playing back to back. I could see this game getting very lopsided in the second half, Jerry. I think if the Kings come out and put a good first 6 minutes of the third quarter on the board, I think they can really get some separation.
Yeah, I do too, and they should. They should. Washington played the other night against Phoenix, played a good ball. But no, this team, I think they do need a little bit better play off the bench because, Trey Lyles just wasn't given, he didn't give anything, and Ellis, but they're good players, and you'll need a little help there, I think. But hey, it looks nice when you end the half like they did. That's something for them to think about.
Yeah, again, in the West, you got the teams ahead of you winning. Oklahoma City won. Minnesota came from way down to beat Miami, right? You had the Clippers, who are all of a sudden on fire. They clobbered the Pacers in Indiana tonight, 151-127. Houston lost in overtime, but, and Denver's going to be beating Dallas. But, you got to keep pace with all these guys ahead of you.
Oh, it's just going to be like that. And I really think the scary team, of course, is the Clippers.
Yeah,
they're getting it together. There's no doubt about that. That was a beat down in Indiana. But, and one other thing I thought was interesting is that, Keegan was in double figures and you don't really even notice it. He's getting to the point in his career and his game where he can get double figures and you're not even thinking about it. Here in his second year, obviously the 47-point game the other night, but, the guy's really on the track to be an elite player in this league. I just don't think he can miss.
You say that even though he was 3 of 9 in the first half?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to, and just like he might have, I don't think he'll have 11 threes in a row.
Half, no, I don't think so, considering no one's ever done that in the history of the league.
No, but I think the thing that impressed that he got in double figures, maybe not shooting well, but being aggressive. And that's exactly what this team needs is a third starter, a guy that can get you double figures on a consistent basis, whether it's with shooting 80% or 40%.
Well, you have a chance to go 3-0 on this 6-game homestand, and next up you've got the Celtics, who, by the way, play tomorrow against the Warriors. So you're catching Boston on the second night of a back-to-back. But first things first, you take care of business tonight, and that would also increase your home record to 10-3. And guys, we talk about this. I think that's been a big area of improvement with the team this year. They didn't take care of their home court last year against some of the bad teams too. This year's not an issue. They're doing a much better job at home, Rhino.
Yeah, they are, Grant. They're holding court even in a game like this where they're not shooting the three ball well. You can see that separation is looming with them. So it's one game at a time when it comes to the teams that they should beat. And right now, they're beating them. So credit to the Kings.
Yeah, I think, part of it is they're a better defensive team. And, they're still not a really outstanding defensive team, but they're significantly better than last year. And while they're not hitting threes, it gives them a chance to stay in games. And I think that's one of the reasons they're going to be a little tougher and win more home games for sure.
Again, 66-56 is the score at the half. The Kings again outscored in that first quarter, 31-27, but they came back and outscored the Wizards 39-25. So 24 minutes of basketball left for the Kings to extend their overall record to 16-9 in the West against a team that, let's face it, they don't match up with Sacramento. They have 4 wins for a reason. They played last night. So all the makings there for the Kings to come out and really take care of business here in this second half.
And well, that's I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, the Kings really feel like they're one of the better teams in the West, which I think they are. And that's you got to knock these kind of teams out.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at the standings right now. Minnesota with that wins 20-5. Oklahoma City 17-8. Dallas is going to lose. They'll go to 16-10. Denver's going to go to 18-10, and then Sacramento with the win will go to 16-9. The Clippers again have won 8 in a row. And how about the Pelicans? They've won 4 in a row. We know how they have already dismantled the Kings on 3 occasions this year, and they are now 16-11. And then the Lakers only have 11 losses. So, you better fasten your seatbelts in the West this year. This is not last year's West. This is a whole different ball game out here this year, Jerry.
Oh, yeah. It's a case where, you have a bad stretch. You can go from 3rd to 10th. It's just the way it is. So that's why each game is so much more important. They're always important, but I think this year especially, you just can't have the giveaway games, and this would be one of those.
Yep.
So, because it's going to be tough enough to win just against the better teams. And so, yeah, very important. Just get as many wins as you can, see where it takes you. But I'm scared to death still. I check the standings every day and look at the 1-loss records on the road and home and all that. And I know, hey, Kings better get their game faces on every night.
Yeah, they better. You're exactly right. Again, I'm going to go back to what we saw in that first half with the Kings taking, really good care of their basketball with only 3 turnovers. So if they do that in the second half, Ryan, again, I think they'll pull away and win this game easily by double digits.
Yeah, they're getting looks. They're not making them. They've been a little bit unselfish to a fault. And with their 3-point percentage only at 33.3, assists are going to go up. Threes are going to go up. They run away.
Yeah, well, again, the Kings in control. Jerry, always good to have you on. We do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Well, enjoyed being with you guys, and really sad that I missed being on with you the other night when Keegan put on a shooting display for the ages.
Yeah.
I did record the game, so I got to see it, but what a neat deal. That was almost a Klay Thompson kind of thing.
Yeah,
Graham.
that was. Yes, it was.
It was bordering on that, but couldn't happen to a finer young man, that's for sure.
You're right about that. He is top shelf. He is a great guy. All right, Jerry, appreciate it. Thank you.
See you guys.
All right,
Thanks,
good
Jerry.
stuff there. And Ryan, we will be back at the second half for all of the roundup here. All right, we'll see exactly how this next 24 minutes goes. Looking forward to it, and that would get us to the halfway point of this 6-game homestand.
Yes, indeed. Looking to go 3-0 on their way to hopefully better than 4-2, is Jerry predicted.
Yes, indeed. Absolutely. All right. To everyone else, thank you very much. Enjoy the second half. We'll talk to you in about an hour right here on If You Don't Like That.